you know, please don't insinuate that somehow then you want to do this and you want to spend it on your block, because we have to
nobody
make
wants
tough
that.
decisions. We do.
And you don't have a right to tell me that I can't view the ledger for this nonprofit organization that I spent $795 to last year. I don't care how much money you donate.
Well, that's your opinion. You're entitled to it.
It's not an opinion, it's a law.
No one's trying to argue here.
That stated that.
Excuse me?
I said you received a letter from an attorney that stated that. It's the law.
Yeah.
I think that cuts out.
Yeah. Excuse me?
And then we got the return call from you, from what I understand, and that is rear end ring.
That's not true at all. Susan was there when I talked to him. That's a lie. What that is.
There's probably a lot of
I
lies going
basically
on.
said when you have an anonymous request from an attorney that I don't know, that we wouldn't even know if people were in good standing with the Home Association. There was no names, nothing. You want us just to give out all the information that we don't even know who it is?
No.
That's all I told him.
So
I never yelled at him or
tomorrow,
used
could
I was
get
never
the
rude
general
or
ledger?
disrespectful to him in any way. Never.
I just have a question. If I came to your office tomorrow, would you give me the general ledger?
Susan has the lever.
You would?
I am not going to do that with one or overnight notice. I'm out of the office.
So it's not just a printout like on QuickBooks?
Susan, can we in the future, maybe tomorrow or this week, you email it like you've done in the past? I will make it available like I've done in the past. And that way, we can have a discussion, you guys can come and
When your name was not on that letter and no one would, the lawyer would not acknowledge who was asking, that was the biggest part of the issue. No one would say a Thousand Oaks resident that we could verify was in good standing was asking for it.
So now you have numerous, so what's the
So
holdup?
send your request in.
We're all in good standing.
We have the right to do that. So please send your request.
Well, I did, I came with my check.
Okay, so I'm asking now, we're the board, we're here in a meeting, please send your request in. And then we'll review it.
So we can all go Monday morning and get it.
We're requesting it, yeah.
I'd like to have a follow-up meeting with that as well, so we can address it. Now, and I'd like to get it prior to, like,
I think
at least
6
a
weeks is
week,
too
probably
long.
more like 2 or 3 weeks to review the actual ledger before the meeting.
Well, we're hearing you and we'll make a decision as a board
Wait.
and make our decision.
Can we make a motion and vote on that?
I'm just saying, you would agree to a meeting.
Excuse me?
Would you agree to a
Because
meeting?
they
We
have
are
all the
listening
rights.
here and we will review as a board and make.
What
a
are you
decision.
trying to hide then? I mean, I don't understand. That's what it seems like. You should be very open if you're not trying to hide
I'm trying to
anything.
make this civil to where send me a request, we'll review it, and we'll try to get you the information.
But why aren't you?
If I rescind the attorney's letter with my name.
Did you hear what I said?
So how are you gonna respond back to me?
I said, please send us, you know, okay, we'll just skip that. We'll just say, we hear what you're saying. We'll sit down as a group and try to be as forthcoming as we can and get you the information.
How?
Does that not make sense
How
to
is
you?
that going to be communicated back?
Excuse me?
How will that get communicated to us? What decision you all have made, and with what time frame will we receive that information?
We'll post it on the website and it'll be soon.
Why can't we
What
all
is
go Monday
soon?
and get
Your
a copy?
definition of soon may not be the same as
all
my
go Monday.
definition of soon.
You know, I think we still need to get together and try to get all the
But
information.
can we agree that like a week, we'll have some sort of...
I would think within a couple weeks for sure, we could get you the information.
Okay, and would it be agreeable to say that, considering my understanding from, and I'm guessing from what I'm hearing, the rest of this group also understands that as a law, that if that is a law, then you're under contractual obligation to provide that information. We are therefore under obligation to pay our homeowners' dues. If you're not willing to provide that, why are we then in
I
obligation
can't
to pay
speak
our
for
homeowners?
your opinion.
Would you agree that that's if it's a
No, I wouldn't
law?
agree to that, no. I would say, please show me that that's where the law, but
My understanding is the
regardless of the
attorney
law,
provides that
we want to be forthcoming, if you would listen to me, please. We want to be forthcoming and try to give you the best information that we can. But I don't believe it is a law.
Okay, so.
You know, I don't.
But you don't want to
I'm gonna stand up for what I believe, I don't believe it is. But we'll still try to be forthcoming and get you the information. Does that help, or?
What does it help?
No.
No, I think you're being incredibly non-transparent.
Yeah.
Just trying to get another.
Yeah, I heard you. You want another meeting. We'll do the best we can, but
That's the name for the attorney with my phone number. Please send it to me. Here's my contact
Do you have
information.
a
Thank
business
you.
card where I can send my request to you?
you can go to our website anytime. I'll write down my phone number, sure. I don't have a business card here, but
Okay.
More than willing, I'm right here, so.
So we can just send, if I send that request for another meeting and all those different pieces, that would be what you're asking for, you would respond back to that?
I would respond back to it, sure.
Okay, perfect.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, we want to be as forthcoming as we can. We don't want, I mean, I thought this meeting started out real well, and
It did.
we're so very proud
It
of
was
this.
ugly really fast.
We would hope that,
We are too.
you think we were.
And that's just it.
reasonable
We all
about
love,
this.
we just moved there, we love it. We absolutely love where we live, we love our neighbors, all we wanna know is what's going on, and I don't
guess
think
what I
that's too
would
much to
think is, I
ask,
mean,
and
just
this is
common
not
sense
what's
out of
going
it.
on.
Common sense out of it, I'm trying to be as forthcoming as I can.
Okay.
We have a lot of amenities.
Understandable.
I don't, finish please.
This is
We have a
not-
lot of amenities. And sometimes it's hard when you build a lot of stuff, that it's harder than you realize to maintain. And it costs more money than you ever realize. And we've done the best that we feel we can with that money. We don't feel, and I know that compared to other areas, that we're out of line with our dues. We're upside down right now, actually, in our dues, and we're doing the best we can to keep things down. That's why I keep stressing so much with the committees, et cetera, to be efficient with your money. Sure. We don't get paid. I spend more time, I was thinking about this the other day, on HOA items than I actually do developing ThousandOaks now. There's something wrong with that. Someday, somebody's gonna have to come up and step up and assist and slowly take that over.
That's
We're
what
at
this
that
neighborhood
point,
wants, I
and
think.
it's gonna be, you know, I've always kind of said that, it's gonna be a, basically, you know, a very time-consuming deal, and they're gonna have to come in and we're gonna have to groom them to that, so they know what's going on. Because it's like running a small city.
David, do we look at a professional management company like the other large subdivisions like
Yeah,
East Lake has?
we had Curry Management, they resigned. They said, call them and ask. They said it was too much work for the money. We did have them.
I mean, because that's what, down the road, 15 years to 20 years from now, I'm sure that's, you know, where we'll be as using
We
a
went that
professional
route and
management
they
company.
resigned. They just thought it was too much work.
Dave, I just have a quick question about, the budget going forward in 2016, 17, and 18. You're showing due income is flat.
Yeah.
Whereas there's at least another 50, 60 lots going online.
Absolutely, and we did that for a reason. We also, if you look at the line item, that we didn't go up as far as the expenses either. We're just trying to show, okay, here, by the time we actually, if you look at where our dues are at the 795, and we allocate over the 4 years that you were mentioning, that we finally get to where we're at a break even with that. So obviously, we know more people are gonna move in, the dues are gonna go up, but then also so will the expenses, there'll be more sprinkler setups, you know, this and that. So we just left it the same. We could have elevated it, you know, a certain percentage a year, it'd be the same outcome. So we, you know.
I was gonna ask Susan a question, sorry.
Go ahead.
Susan, when you're looking at the 2000, what?
Susan.
I'm sorry, what?
What percentage of the whole owner's paid dues?
There was actually a very small percentage that did not. I wanna say that we put liens on less than 15 properties this year. We do put liens on if people have not paid by, I think, May, and we've tried to be a little bit more forthcoming and said, if you have not, I mean, we tried to put on the, dues notification and such, a little bit more teeth to get them to pay.
Susan?
Okay.
All right, sorry. So if you look at the 2015, the actuals, and projected.
Right.
So it says that at the end of the year, we'll be in a deficit of $80,000, and that includes the 176 or whatever it was, $76,000 for the repair to the pond and lakes.
Right.
Now, but that's probably from money from David and the other barks,
As you
is
can
that
see,
correct?
in a little box that
Okay.
says it's not.
Okay, so we're gonna be paying that back over the next 3 years?
That's
Is that
the
the plan? And therefore, we should be in a surplus next year of 50,000? Is that,
At this point in time, where I'm looking at the budget, on the items that have been budgeted at this point in time, we're looking at a surplus for it, but we're using that surplus to pay back developer debt.
excess, and you already have a line item of 44,000 that I presume is going back to pay.
I'm gonna use, I will use the dollars to pay back the developers as soon as possible.
I
And-
understand, but I'm trying to understand this here. Entertain my question, sorry. So the 44,000 that's there under total expenses for reallocated, lake pond repairs, total expenses of 176,
Right.
okay? That's already under an expense. So you're telling me that the 57,000 is gonna be used to pay that 44,000? Is that how this is?
I also have known that in the past, we have had major issues that have come up, and so therefore we've left. I don't believe it will be used to pay that particular expense. I'm trying to do two things. The first one, show that we should be in a deficit, or we should be in a positive position as long as we have no more street light issues, the emergencies, no lake emergencies, whatever. We should have $50,000 in excess. After we've paid 50 back on right.
So we will have an excess. on this.
That's what I'm hopeful for right now. Yeah, if we keep it lean and mean, that's where we would be.
So if we have that excess, we may pay you back quicker and get that 44,000 taken off in coming years.
My vote is to never have to get you out of a debt situation as soon as possible. And I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna pay back as soon as I can.
By the way, we appreciate the pond that's fixed, thank you.
Go ahead. Bring it, you over here.
We have, and I'm gonna say, yes, we do have some that are still outstanding. They all have liens against them, though. If I could tell you what that amount, if I could remember what that amount